Hey Sam,
Yes.
is my +1 longsword now just a longsword?
Do you want to inspect your longsword?
He's in chase, sorry.
As the warden wanders deeper into the jungle mists, it appears to begin to sort of shift and rotate. It eventually, after walking to about here, if you could put him over here, seems to shut down entirely and sink to the ground.
Trixie's gonna start wandering over to see what the fuck happened.
Stop about halfway.
Very slowly.
Yeah, stop about there.
As Trixie begins to walk up closer towards the warden, she begins to notice a strange rumbling sensation from inside her bag. Her little robotic spider begins to twitch and act erratically. Trixie stops in her tracks and wonders what the hell is going on.
I'll move up next to Trixie.
As Ravinia walks towards Trixie, he notices a very strange sensation in his hand where his sword is being held. Almost as if the tether between his sword and his soul is being interacted somewhat by the fog.
Greegrad would outgo for his description.
I don't remember you having any passive magical items.
I have a bedroll.
Krikok strolls forward towards the party. Nothing seems to be negatively affecting
I have a really
him.
important question for you
Yes.
that we never touched on and I don't know the answer to.
Mm-hmm.
Is my hand purely mechanical or mechanical and magic?
I imagine it is
terms of its operational abilities.
more of a prosthetic than anything else.
Okay.
So your arm isn't going to stop working.
We didn't know. I didn't know how it worked. I just knew that I replaced it.
Would you like to add into the cannon it's powered by a magical battery?
Not really, because then I can't use my hand.
Oh, that's good. I thought I'd check. Mitch, similarly with you, you do not have any passive magical objects, correct?
Isn't he? I thought his bug person part was.
I don't know what the fuck the passive.
I think the bug stuff is like contract with bugs. It's like how there's a guy in Naruto that has bugs living in his skin.
Bugs.
He has like bugs that live in his body and he utilizes them in like a symbiotic relationship. That's how I've imagined your thing, because you're a ranger. You're not a wizard or anything. Like you have spells, but ranger spells require like activation.
So he has bugs in his body. Do his bugs just die?
That's up to Mitch to establish how it works. That's how I imagined it worked.
I want to try and shoot a firebolt forwards, not hitting the robot, just like forwards.
Ravinia begins to cast a firebolt spell, launching it towards the Farlin temple door. As the spell departs his hand in a weak flutter, much weaker than he usually suggests, it begins to dissipate, and before it even gets halfway towards the wall, it fizzles out entirely.
Sam, two more really important questions,
Yes, sir.
and they're both kind of the same question. My artificer perk that lets me imbue magic into items. What happens with those items right now?
Well, I did describe, the one I remembered at least, I don't know how many more that you had, that your bag was rumbling and shaking in your pocket.
Okay, so I didn't know if that was just because the spider was in the bag.
No, so you
Okay.
pulled it out, but the bag is acting erratically, like the bag is moving.
Okay, the other one is my spellcasting focus, which is just a spanner.
I won't do anything to the spellcasting focus.
Okay. Well, my understanding is we're currently standing in a magic EMP field.
Wait a second, I know what to do. I move up next to the warden. I pull out the locket and say, close it.
Okay. I will cast Spare the Dying.
What?
Let me help you. I think you're dying. And I cast Spare the Dying. Yeah. I think you've lost it. I don't close doors.
As a shimmer of golden light jumps from Krikok's hand, shakily darting towards Ravinia as if a lightning strike. When it slams into Ravinia's body, he feels very sick and begins to sort of teeter and totter over as if he feels deranged. Tom, I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, fuck, I know what you've done. 23.
23.
Ravinia seems to nearly topple over themselves, then has a deep in-breath of oxygen and has a large belch. A small golden mist appears to jump out of his throat and fizzles into the fog around him.
Whoa. Due to me.
You really are dying. Hang on, let me get that for you. I'm gonna reach out.
I step
It's a touch spell, yeah.
It's a touch spell. I have to touch you. Where are you going? Come back here.
Sam.
Moving back.
Yes, Caleb.
So the further Ravinia is going, is the tether to his weapon changing?
I try to stop him, but he's moving.
Greg!
I get to the wall.
No, you don't.
All right. GM mod abuse time. I'm pulling you back to
Fucking back to cloud.
You're gonna be here. You can get this far before I have to say some words. I'll let Tom recover because he seems to be much like his character was choking. He sounds like he's choking. You good? Okay, cool. Ravinia
notices that as he gets further and further towards the temple door, his connection with his sword vanishes completely.
That's all I had to say. You can keep chasing him now.
Come back.
So yes, Cal. The closer he gets to the door, the magic appears to disappear completely.
Stop it.
Okay.
Leave me alone.
Tom, you can run. You can run into the temple to get away from Creekrug. Is that what you do?
I think so. This point, I think he's trying to kill me.
All right, Trixie. You notice that your party members are running into the temple.
All right, we've run into the temple.
Is that kind of my understanding, Sam?
Yeah, that's sort of like the range at which it affects.
So you got the green is no effect, yellow is things start going badly, and red is magic god.
Yes. So if you were to pass by the red barrier, any magical items that you have would lose their effect, and may have chaotic results as a result.
What's in my bag?
Well, to start with, you have the bag.
I'm not taking the bag because if I take the bag in, the bag is going to explode.
I think there's half a trebuchet in the bag. If I remember
I'm not going to
correctly.
take that out of the bag.
Hey Sam.
Yes.
Is my +1 longsword now just a longsword?
Do you want to inspect your longsword?
He's in chase. Sorry.
Yeah, so you're in chase. Yeah, it's hard to tell. You're running from your life as he tries to spare you.
They're trying to kill me.
No, I'm simply casting a healing spell upon you.
Sam,
They nearly killed me.
It nearly
what
killed you.
happens with the miasma chest?
Are there any doors nearby, Sam?
What a question.
No, I'll have to run you guys as you enter the temple after I run what
Okay.
Caleb does.
Okay. I know what I'm gonna do.
Alright, so my understanding of the miasma chest, right, is it opens and it spills forwards from it, right? Rather than pillowing around it.
Yeah, no, it's not because that's how else did you get it? So yeah.
If I take my bag off, right, and just pop it fucking
On the ground.
here, right? And I take the miasma chest out of it, and I carry it over to this line, and I open it.
I'll have to double back because I did take this into account, but I actually couldn't remember what was in the chest that made miasma. I know, I'm pretty sure what it was like guarding, but I don't remember what caused the miasma. I just knew that it was like a magical effect. What I'll say is when you pull out the chest and you open it in that direction, the fog that usually would emanate directly from the chest begins to dissipate at a lower rate.
So it doesn't come out as fast.
Yeah, correct.
Okay, I'm gonna take the chest and keep walking this way. Once I don't know if you want to run them while I'm wandering, but once I get to this line, I want to open the chest.
Trixie carries the miasma chest forwards towards the lower magical field zone. Once passing the line that they had drawn imaginarily into their mind, the chest no longer vomits any miasma.
Looking inside.
I do look inside, yes.
Can you please add, if you would like to take them, obviously, 400 gold pieces worth of jewels and a small leather-bound book.
Okay. Now I would like to close the chest.
Yeah, you can do that successfully.
And I'm just gonna leave I'm just gonna fucking
Leave it on the ground.
just put it here.
Okay. You don't have your bag on you at the moment because it's down there. What are you just going to carry the gems in your hands? Like you don't have a bag to put stuff in.
Actually, I'll carry the book and I'll pocket the gems
Sure.
for now. Can I open the book?
Yeah, of course you can.
I'd like to open the book.
Trixie begins to flip through a leather-bound book that was found inside the miasma chest. The book appears to show diagrams of a necromantic nature.
It's an Necronomicon.
Trixie, can I get you to roll an Arcana check?
But I thought there was no magic.
More to identify what the book is describing.
Yeah, true.
How does that work, fairly, Sam?
Tracy looks at the diagrams depicted inside the book. It appears to be ways to create a sort of living giant monster zombie.
Okay.
So it is descriptions upon how to create a sort of like a large half mechanical, half zombified monster, basically.
So it's Frankenstein's notebook for all intents and purposes.
That's a pretty good description of what it is.
Okay.
We found this before we teleported.
Yeah.
Is that like a giant plot piece?
Did we?
The Green Man was gonna make like a fucking Titan from.
How complicated is this
Very,
manufacturing process?
very, very complicated.
Pause. Are you thinking of doing this?
You rolled a 25.
Relations.
A 25 was the minimum roll to comprehend what the book was talking about.
Okay.
Can we go back to the three
I have a
Stooges?
book to make Frankenstein's monster.
At this point, I will actually separate us off. Trixie,
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna
do
be
not
thinking.
do not put yourself on the next map.
Okay, I'm just gonna, yeah.
All right.
I'd like to cast a spell.
So put yourselves both here, obviously with Ravinia entering first.
As the party steps into the temple sanctuary under the cloak of night, they are greeted by a haunting sight. A dimly lit grove of trees casting long, eerie shadows against the walls. The air is still thick with the scent of damp earth and the faint rustle of leaves stirred by unseen whispers. In the center of the sanctuary, embedded in the stone floor, lies a wooden face, the solemn visage of what appears to be a dryad. Its features illuminated by the glow of moonlight throughout the surrounding windows. Around it, cracked windows allow slivers of moonlight to filter through, casting ghostly beams upon the ancient stone. Nearby, a broken lamp lies discarded, its shattered glass long since scattered and fallen like stars upon the floor.
You guys run in and enter through this area passageway.
I would like to cast Thaumaturgy to make Ravinia's voice boom 3 times as loud for 1 minute.
Please stop.
Can you say something?
So,
So I'll just say that it appears that magic does end up working once you're inside this room. Ravinia, you feel your sword connect back with your body magically tethered.
You're just very loud now.
Kreekrug cast a dastardly spell of thaumaturgy upon Ravinia, making his voice boom 3 times as loud.
Please stop.
All right, what do you say in character? Did you say please stop in character?
Yes, please.
All right.
I scream and I curl up into a little ball.
One second.
As Ravinia yells, unfortunately, at what appears to be the top of his voice, "Please stop!" The sound echoes throughout the room, and a cold, awkward-feeling violet nature appears to emanate from the room around you. As this happens, a door, not seen previously, slams shut behind them and is locked with a magical seal.
What's locked in? My arch enemy is a padlock.
So there's a magical seal, video game style, blocking entry from the path that you walked in.
Kreekrug, door!
Okay, I'm trying to thaumaturgy the door open.
Kreekrug tries again to cast his spell to open the door magically. Alas, the spell appears to ricochet and bounce off the magical seal of the door and fly harmlessly into the ceiling of the room.
I like to pan around slowly around the room.
Sure, can I get you to roll a investigation check? Actually, sorry, perception check, not investigation.
Sure. 6.
It is a room. There are some trees. There is a wooden face on the ground. The windows that are shattered, that you can notice out where the moonlight is coming from, do have the thin veil of fog on them. Also, the windows are like raised up, sort of like church style.
Did we leave behind Trixie?
Shucks.
Yes.
The party realizes that Trixie is no longer with them, locked behind the magical barred door.
What do I notice about the trees?
You guys are worrying about this. Trixie's currently got her head buried in a book.
Tom, can I get you to roll a nature check on that tree?
I'm rolling terrible. I got a 6. I'm rolling terrible today.
Ravinia inspects the tree located near the center of the room. It appears to be a tree with green leaves and brown bark.
Am I sensing any magic from the tree?
No.
Do I think the tree was placed here before or
After they built the sanctuary? Like, is this tree predate? Like, is this Mesozoic era tree?
Do I sense any magic coming from the creepy face?
Can I clone to pick up the hourglass?
Run them in separate order. I'll do Tom's first, then I'll do Creekrug's.
Mine's gonna kill us.
When you say you're sensing any magic from the tree, Tom, are you casting a spell that detects magic?
No, just like, do I feel any presence?
I'll get you to. So there's a large wooden face in the ground. I'm going to need you to describe how you would be sensing this to me. Like, were you touching it? Are you just trying to like sense magic around it, floating around its head?
I want to try. I want to try slowly put my hand towards it. Do I get I don't want to like straight away touch it, but do I get a sense of this?
As Ravinia slowly puts his hand towards the wooden face on the ground, he notices a small, what he would describe as a thormic barrier. Magic barrier, that's what that means. As his hand begins to touch the barrier, Creekrug's clone seems to pick up the broken, discarded, fractured lantern.
Yippee! Alright, show it to me. I get my clone to hold it out.
It's actually like quite a large fixture. It's meant to be lit by what would be a stone being held in the middle, and it's obviously meant to have glass in it. That would probably reflect the light around the room, but all the glass has been like shattered to dust. Like you can't even see it on the ground anywhere.
I know where some glass is.
I know where some glass is. Anyway, Sam.
Yes.
As the tree guy, would I know the purpose of the tree being in this room?
I would like for you to roll a nature check.
Ah, sure, I have +0.
The ranger, ladies and gentlemen.
7.
I had +3.
I have +8 to survival, not nature.
He can survive nature. Couldn't tell you shit about it.
What about it?
Alkanov attempts to divine the reason why these trees are in this temple, as if they are sacred or not. Unfortunately, after a little bit of pondering, he does not seem to come to a conclusion.
I will get you all roll perception.
25 again.
16.
7.
While Ravinia is trying to figure out the magical nature of the wooden face on the ground, Halkanov and Kreekrug both seem to notice a small groaning sound. As Halkanov looks to the northwest section, and Kreekrug looks to the southeast, they seem to notice that the trees may have moved slightly.